And with that, we are live. So welcome everybody to the 6th Tribal Council of Triumph Guyana. We are here with the Kalina tribe after they unfortunately lost our immunity challenge this week. So let's get into it. Jeremy, do you think that tonight's vote is going to be based on original tribal lines, or do you think those lines are blurred at this point?
I mean, you can always hope they're blurred, but I haven't heard anything that leads me to think that they are. So I'm assuming it's me or Sean tonight, but I have no idea for sure what's happening.
Okay. Courtney, what do you think is the most important? What do you think is most important at this stage of the game? Social game, strategic game, or challenge strength? And how do you incorporate that thought into deciding who to vote out?
Okay. So Oliver staying consistent with his commitment to bully me this season. Really complicated questions that if I answer correctly will get me into college. Let's see. Okay, so the first part of that was what part of the social, strategic, or physical part of this game is most important at this stage. As a dumb bitch who can't do anything well, I will say social because I just am biased to think that social is the most important thing always because it's the only thing I can do. What was the second part of the question? How does that factor into my decision today?
How do you incorporate that thought into deciding who to vote out?
Oh, well, I definitely, tend to lean into voting based off of the relationships that I have and sticking with those. So,
and on a
which
scale
is part of the
one,
social game, which I love because it's all I'm capable of.
And on a scale of 1 to 10, how much do you love my bullying?
How much do I love your bullying?
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to give you a good 7.5. You haven't been very mean. Like you haven't been mean enough. You can do better.
Well, fuck you, bitch. No, I'm joking. Right, moving on to Marcelo. As we get deeper into the game, trust and loyalty is going to become more important when it comes to deciding who to vote out. How do you gain trust? How do you gain the trust of others so that they value you enough to keep you?
I think communication is key, is a very big thing in this game. Just like, keeping up with your connections, keeping up with the people that you've been working with since the beginning of this game. And I feel like it's at this stage of the game, like kind of entering the middle of the game, you have to just go with your gut and shout out Hot Girl Chris, trust your instinct. But it's like one of those things where you just have to, you don't know what is coming up next. So you just gotta go with what you're given.
Trust your instincts and hope you triumph. The remix coming soon. Callum, is this vote a clear-cut decision for you, or has it been more complicated? Do you think we might see a blindside tonight?
I hope not, because the way that I'm seeing it is that if there was to be a blindside, purely because, the people that know why I didn't complete know, but because for that reason, if there was a blindside, it would be to my deficit. So I'd like to hope that there isn't one. But no, to answer the first part of your question, this vote isn't as clear cut as maybe some of the other ones have been, because there's been a lot of decision making and a lot to factor in and a lot to sort of consider in order to kind of come to a decision that's going to be good for our own personal games.
Would you like to elaborate on what those thoughts and kind of factors are?
Yeah, of course I can. So it's just down to, I'm taking elements from kind of what a couple of other people have said. It's down to how relationships built with people, social games, whether those older relationships are maintained, whether the newer relationships, whether the foundations are there, who I personally think, would be beneficial to have on my side, who I think maybe I don't talk to as much and who maybe may not be as beneficial, whether I think anyone's got an agenda, that kind of thing. So there's been quite a lot that's gone into this decision tonight for me.
Okay, well, good luck tonight. Sean, what's the talk about idols? Is there a concern that idols could be in play on this tribe? If so, how do you work your way around that possibility?
First of all, I wouldn't know because no one came to talk to me. Second, why do I always get the idol questions? I got one last time. Like I said before.
I can give you a thing about tribal lines if you want.
Oh, now you're being shady. Next question, moving on. Cut the cams. I don't know. To answer your actual question, I don't know. Like Courtney said, my bias is a social game. So strategy as far as the idols, I cut the cams again, cut the cams. Move on. Thank you.
Okay. Well, we will move on to Mike. Have you started to think about what might come next? How do you ensure that you make it to merge in a good position?
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to tell. I mean, I've merged as early as 13 before, which we're at now. Not kind of knowing what's up in this game. I mean, I possibly think there could be a merge after this, like today. Or it might be next time, or who knows, it could be 2 times from now. I have no idea. But trying to think about down the road, just trying to set up things so that you're in good with certain people and hope for the best, and that those people, stick with you, and hopefully, you can get somewhat further into the merge, but not sure when it's going to happen, but it should be happening quite soon. I have a feeling, if not today, actually possibly the next time, but who knows? But yeah, I mean, it's in the back of, I think it's in the back of most everyone's heads when it's going to happen, and when it does happen, you just hope you're with people that you can trust and move forward with.
Okay, well, thank you, Mike. Good luck tonight. Finally, Ed, are emotions starting to come into play now that you are getting closer with people in this game? Do you think it will be hard to vote people out who you might consider friends? If yes, how do you rectify that conflict within yourself?
As someone who has cried while voting people out, yes, emotions are a big thing. It's just, you have to recognize, okay, am I being irrationally emotional, or am I being emotional because I'm doing what's best for me, even though I'm hurting somebody I care about?
Okay. I have one general statement or question to ask everyone, open-ended. Who feels vulnerable tonight? Specifically, who feels like their name is going to come up tonight? Everyone. Is that just because no one feels safe, or because no one wants to act like they partly feel safe? This is an open-ended question.
I always
We've
follow
learned
up
from the last
Courtney
round
once.
that,
Oh,
sorry,
no.
Marcelo.
No, Colin, go ahead. Colin, go ahead.
Sorry, we've learned from the last round that, not that it affected either one of us, but that acting as though you feel safe is a dangerous move.
No, I always go off of what Courtney said. Our first tribal was like, I don't want to be the dumb person who doesn't raise their hand and then immediately gets voted out. So like, I mean, it's Survivor. You never know what twists or what people have up their sleeves. So I'm kind of just like, it could.
It's also, yeah, like Marcella said, it's Survivor. We're not playing Big Brother, so we don't know, like, for certain, like Big Brother, you have two noms, like, you know for a set, like, you're good. But Survivor, it's such a dynamic game where one thing can turn into another. You're certain that this person's going home, but shit, let me pull a fucking idol on my ass and they're safe. Like, you don't know what's gonna happen. It's unpredictable. This game is an unpredictable game. So I'm also in a minority in this vote, so looking at the tribe dynamics.
And whenever you come to tribal, you never know what's going to happen, like Marcelo and Sean both said. So yeah, I mean, also like Council, whenever you feel safe, it's usually not the case. So who knows? I'm always paranoid though. That's just me.
Okay, Chris, my lovely hot girl, have you got any questions for our Kalina tribe?
I don't have any questions, but I just have one. I have one thing to say. Actually, I do have one question for everyone. Are y'all proud of me? I'm made top 17 in ETU, y'all.
Yeah, as you should.
Oh my god, these bitches tried me the very first tribe. Okay, enough about me. But anyways, yeah, I don't have any other questions, but yes, that's all. I'm going back on mute now.
Okay, well, before we get into the breakout room, is there anything anyone else would like to say, get off their chest, debate about before we get into the votes?
I just want to say I've said this at every tribal we've been to, but I know from conversations I've had today that today's been quite a difficult day when it's come down to deciding, you know, who to vote. And so I just want to kind of say, as I do every tribal that we go to, good luck, guys. You know, if it does happen to be me tonight, no hard feelings. If it doesn't, I love you all.
Any more for any more?
Retweet.
I was literally about to say retweet. Not you stealing my words, Marcelo. Trying to fight.
I wasn't gonna unmute, but I was thinking retweet as well.
Okay then, well, if that is the case, we will get to the voting. Because Chris is the host, I will run into the breakout room. One by one, Chris will call you up to vote. So if Chris can send me to the breakout room because he loves me that much.
Fabulous. Okay. There we go. I'm just going randomly, so whoever's first on my screen. Other than that, who's all proud of me that I made top 17 in ETU?
I am.
Well done.
Good
As you
job.
should.
Keep going, Chris.
I'm
Can I just have
trying.
some-
I'm trying. I'm trying.
They tried you that first tribal. I saw it.
Fucking. Oh my
Chris,
God.
I'm gonna steal your thunder for a second and follow your lead for the simple fact that I have also made final 16 in I Love Money, and there is actually a vote off tonight. So let's hope the next time we speak, it'll be me in final 15.
Period.
All I can say is good luck in that game. That game is such, again,
Mate, it's brutal. It is
I
brutal. If you guys are on-
I played season 2 and I played All Stars,
Yeah.
and I was a target every single fucking round because they were like, Sean, you're not active. And I'm like, you're just not talking to me. 2 weeks straight, honey. But good luck
Dude,
in
have you
that
seen
game.
have you seen the latest vote off ceremony yet? From
No,
last
I'm
week
kind of
from
pissed off at Dylan at the moment.
Are you? All I will say is it's probably the most. I've been playing these games for 12 months. It's probably the most explosive vote ceremony I've been to, or one of at least anyway.
Are you talking about when Jules was paymaster?
Yeah.
Hmm.
I'm kind of proud of the lead I took in that because I'm just proud of it.
Yeah, I was supposed to be in production. I quit production because Dylan added someone that I was not comfortable with into production. So I'm like, bye. I'll be watching.
Into production.
Mm-hmm.
Ouch.
Yeah.
Can I just say I'm loving the fuck you videos going on in the back.
I was
It's
going to
great.
say, am I the only one watching behind you?
No, I'm literally watching. I saw Mike's face and then I saw his lip sync and I'm like, oh shit.
It was so hard.
Also, how ironic is this? Like talking about I Love Money, we've just had to do a lip sync challenge on the 1 week it's lip sync SmackDown on RuPaul's Drag Race. I would like the irony in that is
Oh,
hilarious.
that's Dylan's like main component of I Love Money. There's always gonna be a lip sync. So if you make it really far, there's gonna be a group lip sync, which you said you're in right now, right?
As in a challenge.
Yeah.
Because that's
And
already
then-
happened. That was this challenge.
And then there's gonna be an individual one. Just another heads up, there could be a circle round. That's another I Love Money thing. So
I'm Sean saying this on stream.
oh, I said what I said. Am I being petty? Maybe. I'm just giving Callum some tips. Oh, this was the old one. I took the background off of this.
And
Yeah. I took
Yeah,
the
that
background.
I like that background, the wavy one.
I took it out because you couldn't see Ed's face, like his mouth moving.
my favorite part. is
This was my
Jeremy.
favorite part. Jeremy coming back saying that part. I always, honestly, I'm like, I'm like, this is the reason why we won this part. I was like, the fuck you at the end.
Let's see if I can do that. Video filter.
Shout out to Matthew Papa. Go follow Ascendance Live. Support your friends. Ascendance Live.
Shout out again to Olivia Rodrigo. I'm glad you got your driver's license. You know.
Shout out to the most inactive prod member, Lori Patricks. What does he do for prod?
My favorite was Callum yesterday. Oh, my favorite was Callum yesterday being like, oh, can we do this at 5? Ollie, Megan, Chris, and Jack. And I was like, it's the Rory erasure for me.
Oh shit, why is my video off? There we are. It's not anymore. Good.
Y'all pray that this hurricane in Connecticut doesn't touch me.
Fingers crossed.
What'd you say?
I said fingers crossed it doesn't.
Oh, thank you.
Also, while we're doing shout out to that epic lip sync on Drag Race. Just saying. I literally cannot get over that. I was just sat there howling. I thought it was hilarious.
It's the suspense of like, am I next?
I know, you cut the tension with a knife.
Like, is it me?
Yeah, after this, I'm gonna watch Footloose and loosen up.
Original Footloose or the remake?
I like the remake better.
I have never seen the remake.
Julianne Hough.
Yeah, I haven't seen that
Thanks, girl. Chloe was like, did I go?
one. Can't be Kevin Bacon though. Come on now.
The main character, the guy in the remake, like that jawline.
Who is that?
I don't know his name, but he's spicy.
They don't need to know the name. They just like that he's spicy. That's all.
They fully were
There
like,
you go. That's all you need.
no name.
My friends and I made a bet and I lost the bet, and they're like, you need to talk in your straight voice. And I'm like, I don't think no one's gonna like that. So I didn't do it. And yeah, I didn't do it because I think it's weird.
Not Marcelo and Jeremy being in the voting someone up together. That's gonna
I'm
be
so confused. I'm like, did someone leave?
No, because I thought Jeremy already left. And when I invited Jeremy to the breakout room, but apparently it did. Sorry about that, hon.
Chris,
I'm sorry. I thought he already left and came back. Sorry.
I fully was like, and Jeremy showed up. I was like, oop. I was like, no.
Lol.
Wait,
Ollie
did you
was like,
wait, Marcel, did you vote?
I haven't yet, no.
Oh, okay, perfect. Okay. I'll just
Ollie was like, what is this? I was like, come on, twist.
okay.
Like, what's the twist here?
Damn, Marcelo, so close to insider information, huh?
I know, right? I should have been like, Ollie hits leave video, but doesn't leave. No.
You can conveniently forget I'm here for a moment if you want, Ollie.
I'll be like, I'm on the phone. Don't worry. You're all on mute. Oh, okay.
Hashtag noted.
Now it's
I
Olive.
can go.
That was so funny.
It was.
Sorry, I didn't mean to clown them. I thought you already went, Jeremy. I apologize.
Should I
I
just
mean,
join?
you might have sent the link earlier, and I was only half.
Yeah, just join Marcel. Oh, he's gone.
So
Okay.
it's very possible that was my fault and not yours.
No, it's okay. I thought it was funny. I needed the laugh today. But yeah.
I must admit, I prefer the breakout room thing than having to stick about with Skype and Zoom. Unless I have to confuse me.
Anyone have plans for the next week?
This week coming up,
Mhm.
I have to work a little bit. But that's all for me.
Fun.
Yeah.
I'm hold out till Friday because I've got the weekend off. I'm now off for the next 3 weekends and I am absolutely packed with it.
Period.
Like, so busy.
Yeah. I go back home next week. Next
Nice.
Sunday. I don't want to. I'm like, I've had this house to myself for a good month. I want to just stay here. But I also miss my setup at home.
I fully froze and it said your internet connection's unstable. So I was like, love, like my love life. LOL.
And I
What am I even doing these next few weeks? So I'm working. Sorry, I'm just thinking out loud.
I might be hanging out with Jabbar this week. Who knows? If you know who Jabbar is.
I have heard the name.
Oh, we do.
What am I doing?
Such an icon.
I think I'm at Ben's again next weekend, but I don't actually know because he hasn't confirmed anything yet.
Then your
Following
friend.
weekend's Pride. And then the
I love
weekend after that-
Jabbar.
Okay. Wait, Callum, is Ben like a mate or like a mate?
Ben's the guy I've been with for the last couple of weekends that I told you guys about.
Oh yeah, okay. I didn't know his name.
Yeah, I probably haven't told you his name, but no, he's the guy that I've been with the last couple of weekends. He's the reason I've not had any sleep this weekend.
Ooh.
Not quite what you think. Elements, but not quite what you think.
Oh my god.
Like, to be fair, like there are sometimes we will literally just sit there for 4 hours and chill and watch, and I'll watch him play Xbox and we'll just have music on in the background. It's like just super chill.
Okay, I'm here. Also, I looked really tan and I feel so great about my life. Okay. Cyprus tan. Okay, I have the votes. If anybody has a hidden immunity idol and they would like to play it, now is the time to do so. Okay, once the votes are read, the decision is final. Person voted out will be asked to leave the tribal council area immediately. I will read the votes. First vote, Callum. That's 1 vote for Callum. Second vote, Callum. That's 2 votes, Callum. 5 votes left. Third vote, Sean. So that is 2 votes for Callum, 1 vote Sean, 4 votes left. Fourth vote, Callum. That's 3 votes Callum, 1 vote Sean. Fifth vote. And the 6th person voted out of Triumph, Callum. Callum, unfortunately, you have not been able to triumph and you have been voted off. Do you have any final words?
The only final words I have is be careful who you trust, because to be fair, I saw it coming, but still shitty, but hey.
Well, unfortunately, Callum, you are voted out this evening and you must leave the Zoom now. Bye. And with that, you guys are down to 6. What will happen next round? Will you guys be merging? Will there be a challenge? Will I bully Courtney some more? You guys will have to go to tribal council area. No, not tribal. You'll have to go back to your camp and find out. See you guys soon.